Hello, my loves. We made it. Merry Christmas. To those of you who do not celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate, I want you to know how much we are here for you. I am here for you. I love and support you today. I know it's not going to be easy for everybody. That is why I have dedicated this whole entire month to making a video every single day for you guys, because I knew it was going to be hard, especially for you guys that are new to this. The first set of holidays is always the most difficult. So if you need a little bit of inspiration, motivation, if you're feeling lonely today, I want you to go back and look and watch any of my videos, but especially the ones throughout Vlogmas, and also in the playlists. If you see, there is a playlist called Surviving the Holidays Without Him. I'll try to link it somewhere in this video in the cards. But you'll find it. It's a playlist. Just go watch that, because it does offer some advice, how to get through the holidays, how to inspire him being involved in the holidays, and to keep tradition alive while he's gone. So today, it was so difficult for me to decide and figure out what I wanted to talk about today, because it is like this whole entire past 24 days, 25 days, because today's actually Christmas Eve that I'm filming this, but have led up to this day. So we've had so many Christmas themed videos around being prison wives and life in prison and hacks and vlogs and all of that fun stuff, that I'm like, all right, now what is going to be like the final product of this, right? Even though I set out to do a video every single day in December, and I will continue to do it up until the 31st, but I debated. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize the Vlogmas ends on actually Christmas Eve, but that's what I set out to do. That is a goal that I set. That is a goal that I will reach and attain, because when I set my mind to something, I will do it. Hence, the reason why I was able to become Miss Fitness New Jersey back in the day. There's a little known fact about me. And this is kind of leading by example, because remember, we're doing a goal setting class. I did not forget you guys. We're doing a goal setting class in January. So this is something that I set out to do. It's a goal that I show you that I set out to do, no matter how much work, no matter what came up, no matter how sick my mother was, no matter who was trying to steal my time, my energy, visits, this, that, work, etc., Christmas parties, gift giving, shopping, you name it. I still fit in a video every day, because it took some planning, it took some work, it took some late nights and some early mornings, but I did it because it's a goal I set out to do, and we'll talk about that in the future. But that's not what today's video is about. I just had coffee for the first time in a really long time, because I woke up for the past 2 days feeling like I got hit by a truck. So I think I'm just coming down with, or my body's fighting something. I have a very good immune system. So again, not what this is about, but I'm telling you background to why I drank coffee today, which I haven't done in a really long time. I woke up, my sciatica is all flared up, and I don't know if it's because at the gyms we were climbing ropes the other day, which I absolutely love to do, and I'm not very good at yet. So I kind of a couple times almost fell off from the top of the rope, and I had to like wrap my legs around. So maybe it was my form doing that. Maybe it was the way I slept. Maybe it's whatever virus my body is trying to fight. Whatever it is, my sciatica is all flared up. My body is really achy. Not an achy from the gym, like an achy from coming down with something. And I just feel like I got hit by a ton of bricks. So unfortunately, my family, where I live with my parents, they cannot do anything right now. My dad works really hard at the restaurant. So he's in and out. He does as much as he can. He was working all day yesterday. We, remember, took the house apart. So I was putting back furniture, cleaning everything out, reorganizing everything and getting it all ready for Christmas Day. So I got half the house done yesterday, and my dad got some of the house done. He was working outside a lot because he insisted on putting his nativity set up, although I was like, at this point, like, why bother? But that's something that's really special to him, and he said if anything's going up, it's going to be that. Finished decorating the tree, had a great time while my mom was watching a movie, so we were able to talk and interact, and I was able to listen to the movie and comment on that and predict what was going to happen. She's like, Ro, you need to write movies, which, no, I don't, but because I predicted everything in the movie that probably wasn't very predictable. Good movie by Amazon. Can't remember the name of it, but it was by the same writers of This Is Us, so we knew it would be good. And it did kind of flash like This Is Us for you guys that are fans. It was 3 separate stories taking place at the same time that culminated in what I predicted at the end. That, and also I just need to get everything done. So on my way to the produce market to get all of the stuff for tomorrow, and I need to cook, I need to finish cleaning, I need to do everything, so I can't get down and out by a bug. What I did was I got up, I took oregano oil, I took my homemade elderberry syrup, which is stellar for the immune system. For you guys that have kids or are into natural healing, I can make a video about how I do that if you want. Just put it in the comments, because I do, like, people tell me you should do a separate channel for health, you should do a separate channel for beauty products. I can't, you guys. I just don't have to. I still work full time. I don't make anything off of these videos. I do it because I thoroughly enjoy, like, it is the love of my life as far as my purpose. Obviously not the love of my life as far as people, duh, Adam, to do these videos. I just do not have the bandwidth at this moment to do separate channels. And plus, like, being a prison wife isn't just our lives, and that's something that I preach about all the time. We're not just prison wives, right? We are living life while our husbands are away. So it would kind of be counterintuitive and counterproductive for me to do all these separate channels, because this is life, right? So my life, what I do in my personal life is I'm into fitness, and I'm into health, and I'm into wellness, and I'm into natural healing, and I'm into exercise, and I'm into cooking, and I'm into vegan life, and I'm into all of these separate things. But this is a lifestyle channel, so wouldn't it make sense? Oh, and I'm into makeup and hair and beauty and skincare. So I don't think that it, maybe you guys can tell me if it's different, but I don't think it should be separate channels, because this is our lives that we are living as prison wives, not our lives just solely as prison wives, because then you're going to get yourself caught in a bad place of depression and resentment towards him for not living your life. So all that to say, if you guys want it, I'll do it on this channel. If not, I'm not doing it on a separate channel. I love you guys, but I work a full-time job. I take care of my mom full-time. I do so many full-time things. SPWF is full-time, but there are only a certain amount of hours in the day. And one thing I do not sacrifice, except for maybe a little bit during Vlogmas, because I had to, but one thing that I typically do not sacrifice is my sleep, because it leads to, hence probably the reason why I'm doing all of my natural remedies. So I did, you guys, have to cave though and take Advil, because my sciatica was that flared up. No matter what position that I was in, I couldn't get any relief. So I put some BioFreeze on there. Swear by that. That's pretty natural. But I did have to take Advil the last 2 days. So I am not a huge advocate of medication. Like, if I will not take, totally just an example, not that this is needed in this instance, but like, I won't take antibiotics if a doctor's like, that's preventative, but I will take antibiotics if I have an infection or strep or something I need it for. So I am not completely against medication. I am completely against the overuse of medication. And if I can live with pain, like period cramps, I don't get them that bad. I can deal. I don't need Advil. Being sore from the gym, come on, I could deal. I shouldn't say come on, everybody has a different pain threshold. I have a pretty high tolerance for pain. That said, the sciatic issue, having to like move around, clean the house and all that stuff, and I know it's not helping the issue, but I did have to cave and take Advil for 2 days. Hopefully that is enough to, sometimes you just need that to get the inflammation down enough for it to heal. So had to do that, and that is a perfect segue into this, what I want to talk to you guys about on Christmas Day, the message I wanted to pass along to you guys. So I was seriously making myself a little crazy, because, you know, the perfectionist in me comes out with these videos, because I just want to make every one better and better and better. And I know they're not going to all be great, but I was kind of researching last night, like, what's the 2018 message that I want to pass along to you guys for Christmas? And I was searching a little bit online last night. I didn't really find anything that really fit. Then I was like, maybe I'll just speak from the heart. Sometimes when I do that, you guys know, I get a little, just like what happened, tangented, long-winded, don't exactly like bring my thoughts all the way back to where I want them to go. So I just kind of left it. I said, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as the day progresses. So this morning, my sciatica was really, really, really bad, and my body felt so sore and so tight. So I was like stretching a little bit while I was making that coffee and making a protein shake, and I thought, as I was stretching, I could barely bend over and get my hands on the floor, which is, first of all, a sign of not being healthy. And second of all, like, I'm so limber, I'm so in shape that that's a sign of being way too tight. So I put on a yoga video. I just searched on my Fire Stick on YouTube for a yoga video, and full disclosure, I went for a short one. they were all like 45 minutes to an hour. I just didn't have that time today. I have so much to do before I get ready and go to my sister's house for our Christmas Eve celebration and then get everything ready for Christmas Day at my house tomorrow. So I just found one that was 18 minutes and I put it on. When I put it on, the girl was so, I liked her. I kind of resonated with her. She was very zen, very like, do what you can, not like too out there woo-woo, but just enough for me. And she just so happened to be doing a lot of lower body sciatic and piriformis, which is like right above your glute, where that can kind of get tight and be misconstrued with sciatic problem. It could also be that muscle's just tight. Sorry. I'm also part of my lifestyle. An anatomy, physiology, and science nerd. If you guys don't know, another little known fact about me is that my degree is in sports medicine, but I don't have a job in that. Anyway, story for another time. So, as she started talking, she said that she was dedicating her practice, because in yoga, a lot of times they dedicate their practice to a theme or to something. She was dedicating it to hope. And I thought, oh, isn't that cute? Like, that's just always the theme of my life, right? About 10 minutes into this 18-minute video, she was, okay, so she was on all fours, and she had her back leg up and bent. And she said, I just want you to do like this with your back leg, like little pulses. This looks like a Jersey fist pump, by the way. Shout out to the Jersey Shore, my friends. Shout out to Gigi, who loves the Jersey Shore with me. But anyway, you're going like this. You're pumping your back leg, right? She said to activate your glutes. She said, because a lot of times you need to activate a muscle to wake it up so then you could stretch it and get it going. Does that make sense? Then she started to go into a little bit of, I don't want to say a lecture because that sounds boring, but kind of a teaching moment for a couple seconds as she was doing this. And she said, as she was, you know, has she's been doing research and kind of, because actually yoga teacher training, I didn't realize you do like a lot of research and a lot of book work as well. Very cool. I would love to do that one day. Shout out to, I think LD is a, Yoga and Plants is a yoga teacher. I would love to do that one day. Just don't have the bandwidth or the time right now. But she said that in these teachings, she learned that hope is like a muscle. Hope is a muscle. And you need to obviously exercise it to get it going. She said, and you need to connect with what makes your experience valuable. Staying active and staying engaged. So, and then out of that, you're going to cultivate a sense of trust, and you need to trust in your own instincts. So I just took notes and I was just explaining it to you, but let me explain that to you in like real life terms, right? So she's activating her glutes, she's activating that muscle, okay? And I do know, side note, that a lot of my analogies revolve around health and fitness, but that's my other passion in life, and that's why they do. So I will start incorporating other analogies and metaphors and stuff for you, but this was like in the moment as I was doing this, and as I was, it like dawned on me, I'm like, that is the message right there that I needed, that I wanted to pass along to you guys on Christmas 2018. It is about hope and trust and keeping hope alive. So with hope, you need to, it's a muscle, right? You need to practice it. You need to get it engaged. You need to stay active, keep your hope active and alive, whatever and however that resonates for you. That could just mean thinking about it like active meditation or prayer or whatever focusing on it and trying to manifest it. And I'm not trying to get out there and crazy, but I'm trying to say words that will manifest with different people, because I know not everybody resonates with the same words, and people can get tripped up on words and turn off. Like some people hear the word prayer and they shut down because they don't like that. So don't get tripped up on words, don't get stuck on words, but whatever keeping hope alive and active for you is. Sometimes it could be passive active. It could be like we call it active recovery in the gym, where you just do something really hard and now you're trying to catch your breath, but you're still moving. You're not just laying on the floor passed out trying to catch your breath. You're moving and you're recovering in an active way. Sometimes your hope and your progress towards things like getting him home or staying focused as a prison wife or setting your goals, you need to active recover. You need to slow down and just focus on it, regroup, and figure out where you're going next. Sometimes it means a full court press. That's a basketball term because my husband is a huge, amazing basketball player. Here's another little known fact. Keep dropping them in today's video. He was being scouted by the NBA before he caught his first case. Story for another time as well. But like, I've heard from so many different people after they get out that he's the most amazing basketball player they've ever met. And I know a lot of guys inside are good basketball players, but my white boy can jump. That was so corny. Probably one of the corniest things I've ever said, but you guys know I'm a dork. Okay. Said out of love. I call myself a geek and a dork all the time, so I love you guys in the comments when you're always like, stop talking about yourself like that. Like, to me, that's a term of endearment. Call my husband a nerd all the time. Yes, the same white boy that can jump. Nerd is my beloved soulmate in geekness and nerdness. So anyway, so full court press. Sometimes you're going to need like a sprint ahead like we did with the First Step Act. Everybody was on it, signing petitions, calling in, whatever. That was our hope. That was my eye on the prize of getting Adam out. That was our full court press, a step in the right direction. Clemency petition was submitted. Now it's kind of active recovery because there's not very much that I could do at the moment, just kind of like waiting until the next step. That is active recovery, but we're still moving forward. That is my hope. So today's lesson for you on Christmas Day that I want to pass along is just keep hope alive, whatever in this moment and in this season of your life. And I'm not talking about the holiday season. I'm talking about throughout your journey as a prison wife. There are going to be various seasons. There are going to be various ups and downs and waves of emotion. No matter what, no matter how you're feeling, no matter how desperate or in despair you feel, you have to keep hope alive. Here's a little story. One of my closest prison wife sisters, her name is Devon, and she runs a beautiful, amazing organization. We do a lot of work together. It's called Mercy Me 924C. And she does work towards not getting 924C remedied, but also they're branched. That's how it started, but they're branching out to do a lot of other criminal justice reform. She does a lot of work with juveniles, etc. So Devon's husband and my husband, her husband has like 150 years, but like, come on, anything over 30, 40, 25 years really is a life sentence, right? So at that point, you're just getting tripped up in numbers, because even if he serves half a sentence, it's still over life. Same with 213. So our husbands, through us, have worked very closely together for a couple of years to spread awareness about 924C, to talk about legal stuff, etc. Well, a long time ago, Devon and her husband, he was in like a horrible USP, and they were talking about where he finally, after being denied so many times for a few years of his transfer down to an FCI, to a medium level facility, he finally got awarded his opportunity, and he put in for a few places. And one of the places that he put in for was where Adam is, so he could be with his brother, so they could work together and, quote unquote, as I say, make miracles. And it was a long shot, and you don't know in the feds where you're going to go, right? And then you put in for 3 separate places, you don't know where you're going to go. And now I could finally say it. We've known this for a couple of weeks, but he just landed where Adam is, which is, I keep telling Devon, our Christmas miracle. But we didn't see, right, from the outside, years ahead, we didn't see in those moments of despair when all of the clemencies got shut down, when DiMaia came through and got shut down in all of the districts, when the Supreme Court kind of said, like, they shut us down because they said, yeah, we do believe that crime of violence is very vague. Guys, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, just go back to my other videos, but you don't need to for this. It's not a legal lesson. But the Supreme Court basically said, yes, that's wrong. And instead of saying across the board, it's wrong, re-sentence all of these people, they said, we're going to just punt it back to the districts and the circuits, and they can decide. Each district can decide. And now some are shutting it down, some are keeping it open, and it turned into this big mess. But basically shut it down for all intents and purposes. We didn't see at that moment that there was a greater picture, right? We knew it, we just couldn't see what it was. And in those moments of despair, when we were crying, you've seen me cry on so many videos, and we were questioning what's going on, there was still that glimmer of hope. There was always that glimmer of hope. Although in the moment we don't know where it was going. We didn't see years ahead where our husbands needed to be together to fulfill whatever purpose they need to fulfill together. What I'm saying is, in those moments of despair, you just need to keep that tiny little flicker of hope alive and that flame going, because there is a greater purpose. So today's lesson for you guys is in hope. And no matter where you are in your journey, no matter what season it is, this right now, Christmas, is a season of miracles and it's a season of hope. So know that you are exactly where you need to be today. And whether it feels like you're at the end of your rope and you've received the worst news that you could possibly receive and you don't know how you're going to go on, or today is the day that he's being released and it's all that you've fought for, and but you're worried about what's next for you, and you're nervous about embarking on that next chapter. No matter where you are, from one opposite extreme to the other or anywhere in the middle, there is always hope. And that's the message that I want to pass along to you guys. Keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey, because you're one day closer to all being behind you. Lots of love from my heart to yours. I will see you, beautiful ladies and gentlemen, in the next one. But in the meantime, I want you guys to comment below and let me know what keeps your hope alive, what you're hopeful for today, and how you're going to remain hopeful in 2019 ahead. I love you guys so much. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. I'll see you guys tomorrow because we're still vlogmasing until the end of the month. I guess it's a bonus 7 videos for you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, actually, why am I saying goodbye? I have a little bit more that I want to add to this video, and I'll be back in a couple of hours to add that in. Love you guys. Bye. So I got all my stuff at the fruit market, and I had to stop at the grocery store because I promised, I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I promised my nieces that I would make them mac and cheese bites, or I would have them for Christmas. I made them from scratch one year. They were delicious. Everybody loved them. However, I just haven't had time. So last year I cheated and I got them from Trader Joe's. My sister did for me, and this year they discontinued them. So I went and I got them. I mean, the ones that she got for me looked homemade. These look very commercialized, like they're in little triangles, but I got them. They're done. And then I was laughing. I was like, I gotta come back because, first of all, it's a Christmas miracle. Like, if this would not make my stocking fall, I would throw it in there for myself. And second of all, you know, I don't feel well when I get a kombucha that is bigger than me. This is not the normal size kombucha. Look, this is a liter-sized bottle. This is a kombucha. It's bigger than my head. I'm obsessed. It is. Can you guys see that? It's 48 fluid ounces. God bless America. It is a Christmas miracle. You know what I decided? I think I'm going to go and add the stuff that I had for later to tomorrow or the next day, because that was a long kind of like coaching type of video. So I don't want to make this one too long. But well, maybe not. I don't know. I'll decide as I edit this video. I love you guys. Merry Christmas again.